Cheating ass SWF. Cool. No sound. Not bannable. Just cheat. Yep. There we go. Very obvious that we're against a cheating ass SWF. We play against perks. We don't play against people. Remember, there's no such thing as being a better survivor. There are only people with better perks. No consequence for your poor play as survivor. Nice hitboxes. Exploit harder. And that is absolutely bannable setups that they have there. Yikes. Needs to be nerfed, 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 needs to be nerfed. Oh, Gabriel, it's never cringe. Not when you go against a cheating ass SWF like there was last match. Needs to be nerfed. With map offerings. Multiple map offerings. Nasty, disgusting players. Whether or not you were part of the cheating ass SWF, they are trying to cheat me, the killer, from a fair match. Dead hard, decisive strike user, he gets to be bled the fuck out. Learn to play the actual game instead of playing perks. Oh! Unfortunate. Not joking when I say that I'm 6'10". Ah. So it is a cheating SWF. Remember, flashbangs are totally allowed in DBD.
Today, I happily bring you the killer main of all time. As a killer main myself, this guy puts me to shame. You have never seen someone as tribalistic as this individual. In fact, we're gonna call him the tribal chief of killer mains. This is the type of guy who keeps a record of a win streak that he can never lose, because even if the survivors escape, that means they cheated. Therefore, he does not lose his win streak. This isn't to say that he doesn't say something true from time to time, but if you take everything he says as a whole package, it paints a delightfully unhinged picture, to say the least. Now, unlike a lot of the other recent toxic TTVs on this channel, he doesn't report everybody even though he believes they're cheating, but he does do a lot of bleeding survivors out, picking them up and dropping them to extend their bleed out timers, which may or may not be bannable, I'm not 100% sure. And overall, he's just a very toxic player. So I thought it would be a good place to start with a match where he plays against one of these so-called cheating SWFs. And remember, if you enjoy the video or it makes you chuckle, please consider leaving a like, as it really helps all the Uber Eats employees in my area.
I don't lose matches. I get cheated out of matches, but I do not lose matches. Again, comms are blatantly cheating. They are not in the game. You are not bounced around having comms. Oh, is my totem already gone? Oh, nice. The devs don't decide what is and isn't cheating. They decide what is bannable. You do realize that, right? Don't worry. Unpunished for bad play. God forbid you try to actually hug it, and then you bump into a rock that sticks out for no fucking reason. Climb all the way through the pallet vacuum. Remember, there's no thing as good play, there are just exploits of the game's mechanics. Hey, did you look at that? You notice how the blood just appeared on my screen? Because I hit the Nancy, and then she didn't get downed? How did that happen? How did the blood appear on my screen, which is what happens when you get hit, and she didn't go down? Is that an exploit? Would that be a killer getting cheated again? Is getting a down stripped from you, in fact, a game-breaking bug? Odd. Very interesting. Definitely something that should instantly get the game remade, get these survivors banned for exploiting, and here we are still. Is that a pallet that connects to yet another pallet? Interesting. Are blinds completely game-breaking because they can happen while stunned? Yes, they are. Interesting choice. By the way, is that main gen almost... Is the match basically over right now? Yes, it is. Is this map ever allowed to be played? No, it's not. Do killers ever have fair matches? No, they do not. Legit, this match alone should just be an indictment. Oh, look at that. A loop that connects to a fast vault? Odd. Wow, the blood appeared on my screen yet again. Wow, is that multiple game-breaking bugs? Yes, it is. Wow, she's already revived? That's something that needs to be patched out of the game. Should you be allowed to be revived that quickly? No, you should not. Don't worry, guys. Every mind game is always a multiple choice test rigged against the killer. Is there a downside at all to playing Survivor? No. 2 people got downed from a single use of the chainsaw. That basically should mean the match is over. Oh, but wait, you're on a pallet. Oh, wait, it takes like an eternity to pick a person up. So no, there's not really punishment. Yeah, and then, you know, like, you get like one hook. You're like, it's gonna take 140 seconds for them to set. Like, like it's not really gonna, like, it's not like actually gonna be punishment. Yeet, bitch. And again, this is a cheating ass SWF.
So at this point, you might be saying, Choi, this can't be real. This guy is obviously rage baiting, or this is a parody. But he states multiple times in every stream that he is in fact 100% serious. And keep in mind, when it comes to doing stuff like bleeding survivors out and whatnot, it obviously does go further than simply being a persona. Now for the next part, I thought, let's open up a discussion. As the tribal chief leader of all killer mains, he makes some arguments that I personally have never heard before, even in the sweatiest unwashed crevices of killer main society. So let's let him present multiple arguments, and then you guys down in the comments will have to be responsible for the rebuttal. Argument number 1. Fast vaults in Chase are unintended and should therefore be bannable.
Remember, fast faults are completely game breaking as shown by there. Do not outplay your opponent, just fast vault for the win. I mean, fast vaults need to be basically removed from being capable to do while you're looping. Rives. The fact that it is 2.5 meters is an abomination, and it basically cheats the intended way that looping was designed to happen in DBD.
Argument number 2. It should literally be impossible for a survivor to loop a killer for 5 gens under any circumstances.
The notion that survivors should be able to loop for a long time is one of the biggest downsides of early DBD content creation. Of like, the game should allow for 5 gen chases. That should be mathematically allowed in some capacity. When obviously, no, you are not the power roll survivors. There should literally never be a scenario in any circumstance where you could loop a killer for 5 gens.
Argument number 3. A camping Bubba should have no counterplay because the killer should be the power role. In this situation, the survivors should lose.
How are you supposed to counter a camping Bubba? I'm sorry, who is the power role here? Are you the power role? I don't remember the 4, you know, being supposed to be the power role in this game. Not sure about that.
Argument number 4. Cheating SWFs always deserve to be bled out.
But when you have cheating ass SWFs like this one, they do not deserve anything but bleed outs.
And his last argument, the devs need to not only be assaulted, but also be put in prison for rigging the game against him.
The fuck is that leg? Hello? Like, I'm getting bounced off these tires. Why am I, like, why? Like, look at this. Bounce, 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 bounce. Why? Where can I just get my fucking character to actually not be ricocheted off this shit 24/7? Like, I just cannot fucking handle all this cheating ass mechanics rigging this game against me. Truly, like, the devs need to be fucking assaulted and put in prison for their incompetency like this. By the way, my weapon literally made contact with the fucking thing there. Doesn't matter. The stun goes off, and then the hit gets denied. It shouldn't. If it makes contact with you upon the stun, you're dead, period.
Well, those are definitely some wild takes to say the least. Now at this point, maybe you think I'm being unfair or taking him out of context, so I thought maybe I should just take a match where he truly plays against a sweaty, diabolical 4-man SWF, edit that match as little as possible, and see if his opinions make any sense with full context present.
I mean, we're only going against a blatant cheating ass SWF, as shown by the fact they have 4 matching blood point offerings. That's crazy. By the way, I knew that, again, you see 4 Steam players on all at once. That is a SWF of some kind. Unacceptable. Now, Snowden, you might be thinking, Titan, I mean, sure, you're going against people that bring, like, disgusting map offerings. You get shit like this. You go against SWFs. You go against broken S tier perks. All while the killers you enjoy are complete unplayable garbage against good players. Why would you be so nice to all these people that you are time in, time out? And that's just because, again, the title of nicest killer who did nothing wrong was something that was given to me. And I uphold those values and virtues on a day-to-day basis. We are not toxic. We are the harbingers of peace and prosperity. And everybody who is here helps uphold those values. We have never been toxic. We have only ever been a wholesome, big chungus streamer. Yeah, they're trying to ruin my fun. Nuckin chainsaw, by the way. Reblinds there, being a mechanic as well. Love to see it. Worry not, guys. They've only ran through just pallet, 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 track, pre-run, pre-drop, pre-run, pre-drop, pre-run, pre-drop, pre-run, pre-drop, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier, second chance, second chance, second chance.
Pallet, 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 pallet,
Holy fucking shit, that's every fucking game as killer. But worry not, though. I would never be toxic. Couldn't handle me spitting bars. Don't worry, guys. Cheating ass SWF on arguably the strongest map in the entire game for a survivor. Multiple S tiers comms as well. Aggressively low tier killer, like a Leatherface. And we intentionally play through it. Yep. Titan? What would you be so toxic for, apparently? I mean, they only were just activating a free health state, and then they had a flashbang that they were calling out their location. What? You would never do that. You would never do that. Oh, I'm not an asshole for no reason. Literally. The fact that this match is happening at all is an indictment on Behavior Interactive and the entire Survivor community. And I'm not joking. The fact that this is allowed in any capacity should be a red flag of all red flags. Truly, should this map exist? No. Should a killer be this weak? No. Should survivors be able to have comms? No. Should their perks be as strong? No. Thank you. Yep. Now, what might that be, you think? I did not take a game hostage. Taking a game hostage is legitimately bannable, and I would never do that. Now again, does she have plot twist DS? Is that a combination of perks, by the way, where she is intentionally dying and getting rewarded for it? And yes, that's exactly what she's doing. Again, should this be allowed in any circumstance? The answer is no. By the way, I bumped off of nothing. Cool. Bumped into nothing. Again, good bookshelf. Again, it's all cheats. Everything is cheats. Everything is comms. Everything is map offer. Everything is perks. They have not outplayed me, and I mean this, once this match. Oh, you played against the killer once and you died horribly. Would you look at that? Oh, don't worry, I was blinded. I pick it up after the blind. And you're still allowed to have it re-trigger. Not a bannable offense, by the way. Bumped into nothing again. Like, I don't know how to tell you guys, like, they have not beaten me. They have cheated me. Oh, not in the slightest. I'm not responsible for the fact that the hitboxes are fucking bugged as shit. Don't worry, I was only, by the way, completely counterpicked with my items. There was only this flicking on Bubba. Yeah, good one. Flicking where you bump off of everything. Sure, dude. Sure. Give yourself enough space so that you can quote-unquote flick, and then, oh yeah, you've lost all the distance because you're not hugging it as tightly as possible. Sure. By the way, Boon Exponential, explicitly against Bubba, insanely fucking cringe. Remember, they have Expo, so... Remember how I said they have Expo? Yeah, exactly. Because I don't have Soul Guard. Remember, this match only ever happened because of comms and perks. Take away comms, take away their broken perks, and what are survivors left with? Again, like, it's just, it is a single, complete counterpick that they have. Oh, I'm sorry. Remember how they removed locker blinds from the game? I'm sorry. Remember, there is no such thing as being better than me at this game. Everything that happened this game was all a cheat. A single god boon, a single set of perks, a single set of comms, always killed, never in trouble. These people quite literally should never be allowed to play another competitive player game. These people just exploited the entire way through.
Now again, the tribal chief claims none of this is rage bait or a parody, but that's obviously not entirely true. The fake win streak is obvious rage bait. Bleeding survivors out, usually for zero reason, is again rage bait, and a lot of what he says is purposely dialed up to 11 to be completely ridiculous on purpose because he wants that reaction. Nothing really about this behavior is very original. The entire concept is the more you piss people off, the more attention you get. It's a simple formula we've seen time and time again in the DVD community. You know, if you bleed a survivor out for 4 minutes for virtually no reason, and then they see your Twitch handle in the post-game screen, there's a very high chance they're going to watch the match back and join the stream, them, right? Now, a lot of content creators do things like this to certain degrees, but you, the tribal chief, are clearly crossing lines that could get you banned not only from DBD, but even Twitch. Regardless of whether or not it's meant as a joke, saying something like the devs should be assaulted and imprisoned is way over the line of appropriate behavior. Also, even if you believe a lot of what you say about survivor versus killer balance, which I believe you do, if you're at all rational, you'll know that you're doing much more harm to the balance discussion than good by acting so outlandish, because you paint all killer mains as a ridiculous stereotype that should never be taken seriously whatsoever. So my advice, dial it in and chill out, because I've seen this story multiple times before. A new streamer comes around rage baiting for easy attention, then the streamer crosses the line and gets themselves banned, which leaves the streamer in a situation where they decide to get revenge and even more easy attention by working with hacker groups to advertise their cheats. It's a sad and pathetic story that all stems from a mindset completely rooted in narcissism and callousness, and is also very short-sighted, because this will never go anywhere and your streaming career will be a complete waste of time. Lastly, if the tribal chief so chooses to comment on this video, I will pin the comment. After all, what choice do I really have? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, you can check out my full playlist of toxic TTVs here, or popular streamers suffering with sweaty matches because of MMR. And of course, you can always subscribe if you don't want to miss any future uploads. With that said though, as always, thanks so much for watching and have a good one.